Hey everybody, it's the Angry Honey Badger, and today we're going to take a look at another champion build video. Today I'm going to be playing as Wukong, the Monkey King. I don't currently own him, as you can see that says Unlocked Champion. I've played him a bunch of times since he's come out, and I think they've had him out, I don't know, 2 or 3 times in the past couple months for, free weeks to play him. So I've been playing him then. I also have gone over to a friend's house who has him. I've been playing him on his computer under his profile a few times too. But I've worked out a pretty good build that I like to use for him, so I thought I'd show that today. But the first thing we're going to do is go over his abilities, then we'll cover the runes and masteries pretty quick, and then we'll get into the build video itself. But to go over his masteries first, we're going to look at his passive, which is called Stone Skin. Basically, he gets more armor and magic resist for each enemy that is by him. So the more are around, the more a little bit of magic resist and armor you get, which is kind of nice. Now we're going to look at his Q ability, which is his Crushing Blow. His next attack does additional physical damage and reduces the enemy's armor for a short duration. Looks like this. You just activate it, run up to him, and hit him. And that's going to reduce their armor for the next few seconds. Good move, does good damage. You can also crit with it as well. So I like to take that at level 1. Next, we're going to take a look at his Decoy, which is his W. His Decoy is pretty nice. Well, what happens is you become stealth for 1.5 seconds, which is nice, as you can see. And then you can run around and do whatever you want while you're invisible. It's good for getting away. It's good for just kind of tricking people when you're fighting them. If you want to start fighting them and then you just put it on and then you run to the backside of them and then maybe use your Q to hit them with a Crushing Blow and then keep fighting. So kind of an interesting move. Good to get away. Good to get in a fight and kind of get around. So that is his W. His E is Nimbus Strike. Basically, he dashes forward. There will become 3 of them if there's multiple targets, and he'll hit all 3 of them. It's good for getting into a fight to initiate, to get there quick. So
never settle for second.
And you can hit them then with your Crushing Blow. Then maybe you can decoy, so you can kind of go E, Q, W, or E, W, go backside of them, hit Q. So you can kind of combo some of this stuff together to get around in a fight and do some good damage. It's also really good for using your ultimate, which is obviously his R, called Cyclone. His staff grows outward, he spins around, and he deals damage. He knocks up every enemy that comes into contact with him while he's spinning. For at least once, knocks him up once if he hits him with it. And it does additional time or damage over time per second. As you can see, it's going to knock up your enemies, and it's going to do good damage. If you get a lot of damage on this late game, it will just melt people, kind of similar to Garen's Spin. So those are his abilities. Now we'll take a look at runes and masteries. As for the rune page I went for this game for using Wukong, I just went with my standard attack damage page for the most part. I got armor penetration marks, I got flat armor seals, I have cooldown reduction glyphs, and I have attack damage quintessences. Pretty standard stuff. I think it works really well because of the way he is played. So this is kind of the standard setup I use for my rune page for him. As for the Masteries page that I used for Wukong in this game, I went with a 25-5-0. I just went down the offense tree trying to get all the good stuff, the crit, the lifesteal, all that fun stuff. And then I got a little bit of defense in the defensive side of the tree. You can also do good tank pages with him. I think if you build him pretty tanky, he also becomes a really good champion as well. He's a good off tank or a good full tank if you really want to do that. I go a little bit more damage this game for the most part, but you can do either for these for the most part. I kind of avoid the utility tree. There's not too much in it I really need with that for him, so that's what I do for that. Alright, now that we're actually into the game, the first thing I like to do when I'm playing Wukong is I like to take a regrowth pendant for my first item. I'm going to be building this into a Philosopher's Stone. Just a really good item on him. You don't really eat all of your mana up with him, but it's just going to be good to have that health regen from the Philosopher's Stone and then that mana regeneration too, so you can keep poking at people like that on Udyr. He got up to the lane just a second behind me, so he's about 2 minion kills or 2 minion deaths behind me in experience. So the minute I hit 3 here, I'm going to jump on him, I'm going to hit him, get that decreased armor, and I'm going to go at him. He went to the wrong side of me. I exhausted him and then ignited him, and then I picked up first blood on him, so that's going to really help me out pretty quick. I'm just going to push this minion wave pretty quick, get that out of the way. I'm going to teleport back now since I have plenty of gold. I'm going to finish off that Philosopher's Stone like I was saying, and then I'm also going to get the beginning of my boots just so I have a little bit more mobility in lane in case I get ganked or in case I want to make more advances on Udyr. I got him up here as solo top. I do like to take Wukong solo top. He also can jungle. He can play a lot of roles really well. So you can kind of take him wherever you want to go. But that's where I'm playing him for today. So one nice thing about, like I was saying with the Philosopher's Stone, is you get the, I think it's 18 health regen per 5 seconds, and I think 8 mana regen per 5 seconds. You also get the passive gold. You get 5 gold, or no, what is it? 5 gold? 10 gold over 5 seconds. I don't even know what it is off the top of my head. But you do get the passive gold, which is going to be nice for obviously buying items later. So there I could see Shaco when he came into my bush, because I did buy a ward as well when I went back. Another thing you should always do when you're solo top just to stay safe, sometimes you can convince your junglers to buy you a ward just to stay safe. So that's one thing you always want to keep an eye out for, and something that you always want to keep an eye out on. Nocturne's kind of staying in there, but he's not really coming out. We can't really get an official gank on Udyr, so that's going to happen, but it's going to be okay. So luckily, like I said, with the Philosopher's Stone, that's going to just give me the ability to stay in lane. And as you can see, I went into those bushes there to get rid of Shaco's traps. I knew he was probably going to go lace them in there behind my back, which he did. But I had no problem just taking them, and I have no problem doing that because I do have that regeneration with that health pot. Or not health pot, but with that Philosopher's Stone. And I did have a health pot. So like I said, at level 1, I do like to take his Q ability, which is that Crushing Blow, just for the outright damage it does, and with the armor it does as well. At level 2, I do like to take my, what is it? The I can't even think of the name of it off the top of my head, but the 3 of them where you initiate and you slide into combat. I like to take that. It's good for last hitting multiple minions if you need to get multiples at once. Also good for initiating towards an enemy and then to hit him with your Crushing Blow after that. And then at level 3, I like to get his little invis ability and escape in case I want to use that. Now here, Nocturne's up here, so we're going to jump in here. I slid in with my E ability, and then I started to use my ultimate to spin, knocked him up. We're going to keep chasing him here. I'm going to try to slide back forward to him again, but he goes into the bush. It's going to stop me, and Nocturne's going to finally pick up the final kill blow on him. So I get an assist on that, 159 gold, so that's going to be decent for me. Last time I did go back, I did buy my next item I like to buy. I did end up buying a Phage. It's just one of the good beginning items to get with him. You get the damage, you get the health, and you get the slow occasionally as well. So it's one of the first key beginning items I like to get with him, so I start to get a little bit more health, and I'm a little bit more, I don't want to say tanky, but so I can sustain myself longer in a fight. And it's going to be good to have that slow as well. And this first item is going to build into the Trinity Force. The next part of it I will be getting when I go back to base next will be the Sheen. Just going to be a good item to get with them. Trinity Force on these characters that are melee and mildly tanky. Just the Trinity Force is just a good item for just about anybody who is mildly tanky and puts out decent damage. Here I'm going to jump him again. Or I jumped on him. He's going to stun me now. I'm going to immediately hit him, exhaust him, ignite him, use my ult. And then I'm going to jump back to him with my Crushing Blow. And I slid back up to him with my E as well. So he may have felt pretty confident after he stunned me, but I just basically used everything I had right away just to be able to do all that extra damage to him. And here I should be able to finish off his turret, and I do. So that's pretty good. I got it at level 11, not too bad. I'm farming fairly well as well. I did just get my Sheen when I just went back. I'm going to go bottom now and see if they need my help. They're kind of getting pushed pretty hard down here. Shaco just killed our Nocturne, and they're fighting right now. I'm going to dive in here, see if I can't help them out some way. Shen's going to pick up a kill. I'm going to pick up an assist. I run away because I think Ashe was going to, but she doesn't. So I'm going to go back in here and just assist her. She runs into a box. I'm going to get rid of that really quick with my Crushing Blow. But we need to retreat here. We probably could maybe chase, but we can't really get over the ledge. So that's just something we have to keep our eye out for. But picked up another assist there. It's not going to be too bad. And doing decent damage as well. The way I do like to build the monkey is to be mildly tanky, but also be able to do a lot of damage as well. Not completely full tank, but not really just completely attack damage. So kind of a nice in-between. So if you do need to eventually focus yourself onto being a tank later game, you can. Here we can see that they're waiting outside of our dragon, so I get into position to use my ultimate immediately so they can't steal it, and then to knock them up as well so we can continue to fight them. We did get the dragon, they did not steal it, and then we did pick up those 2 kills. I did pick up 2 assists on Amungu and on Shaco, and we're chasing Udyr, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get to him in time. So I'm going to just kind of look around. I see that there is Kog'Maw is kind of left out over here. He's going to flash fail right now, and I'm going to be able to stay in and fight him. I ignited him as well, and I'm going to slide into him and just finish him with my Crushing Blow. I do take a couple tower hits, and because of him blowing up and that ultimate, I am going to die. I just couldn't take those tower hits, Brand's ult, and Kog'Maw's passive, but it was worth the kill, so I had to try. Back at base right now, since I'm dead, I did buy my boots. I went with magic resist boots. Usually I'll either go with those or I will go with attack speed boots. It just kind of depends on the team you're playing. You can also get the dodge boots, but I know those are going to be taken out of the game soon, or at least changed. So, I mean, it just comes down to what you want. So that's what I did for this game, since they do have a handful of magic damage on their team. So I thought I'd get the magic resist boots this time. You could also get boots of swiftness as well with him if you really wanted to be quick and be able to stay in and initiate continuously if you're kind of tanking him or just really want to be able to stay in a fight and run after them. Not a bad idea at all, but you don't specifically need it because of your E being able to catch back up to him with that. This last time, since I just went back, I did just finish off my Trinity Force. Like I said, that's my first big key item in the game with Wukong. Here, we're going to trap them in between by dragging. I'm coming up behind them, so they don't really have a specific place to escape. We're going to run in here. I'm going to get in here and start spinning just to knock him up. I do get the kill on a Moo while I'm spinning. And we're going to continue to chase and see if we can pick up another kill, see if we can't find more of them. Udyr just decided to run top over by red buff, see if we can't catch up. I think, and is somebody running into something bad here? I can't remember. No, we're going to keep chasing them, keep trying to find him. Oh, here I find Brand. He's overextended, doesn't know we're all coming in behind him. I'm going to slide over to him and hit him with a crushing blow. And I did crit too in there, so I did pick up the kill pretty quick. That crushing blow can crit and does really, really good damage if it does crit. So it does good damage anyways, but it is a very good way to get some good damage off on a champion pretty quick. It's good for finishing off people who have more life than what a normal basic attack would do. So here I tried to run up to see Nocturne die, but I didn't get there in time. All I did was see Nocturne die. And then I'm just going to farm up and keep farming best I can. Shaco's out there behind me. I'm just going to try to stay mid. Now here we find Kog'Maw. Ashe launches the arrow out of range where he can't see it until it's too late. I'm going to get in here and whack him and just wait a second, and he's going to die to me fairly quick. We just kind of blew him up. So I picked up another kill there. That's not too hard and not bad at all. And I think I should go back, but maybe I don't yet. Nope, I'm going to steal their jungle. Why not? Steal the enemy's jungle. Super fun. Our team kind of gets pushed out here. I'm going to get in here because Vigor gets his stun up. I'm going to use my ultimate immediately to pop them all up. We're going to pick up a kill there. Keep picking at a Moo. We're going to keep chasing, and we do get that a Moo. And nobody really lost much life there because we got our stuns up, and I got in there to use my ultimate. One really nice combo that we have on our team is if Vigor gets his stun up. Oh, wait. Ashe flashed to me and died because of it. Bad idea. Dead Ashe. Oh, I'm going to get there and get another assist. But like I was saying, another good thing about our team and our team composition right now is having Vigor on our team. Him being able to use his ultimate, or not his ultimate, why did I say that? His stun, though. If he gets a stun off, I will immediately dash in with my E, and then I will immediately start to use my ultimate. It's just a really good way to keep them in one place. So his, I can't, what is it called? His Dark Void, I don't know what it's called. The thing that comes down that smashes and sucks whenever you're caught in it. It just keeps them in its path longer and is almost always guaranteed to hit if I can get in there and use my ultimate. Ashe is going to die here because she has been overextending and playing mediocrely all game. I'm going to pick up a kill on Kog'Maw here. Shen's going to ult in just in case something needs to happen. We're going to retreat for a second. My ult did just come back up, so now I am going to jump back in and start spinning on all of them. Start doing some decent damage. He's going to pick up another kill with what I was just talking about by using that because they're not really getting away when I'm spinning. And yeah, we're just going to keep dealing damage that way. Here we're going to go down. We're going to take Dragon, of course, which is the thing to do. And Brand uses his Pillar of Fire to try to take it, but he does not succeed in it. The last time I did go back, the next item I did want to get, since I want to be able to continually do damage, I do see a lot of people get Brutalizer and take that into the Ghost Blade. I personally like skipping that and going straight for the even better armor penetration item with the Last Whisper. So I did buy a wow, ooh, I can't talk tonight. Pickaxe, and then that one sword. And so now I have finished off that Last Whisper. So now when I hit them with my Crushing Blow, it's just really just going to eat through all of their armor that they have and just do some really good raw damage to them. Along with my spin as well, will do even more damage since it's just going to be penetrating that much more. So that's the next item I like to get. It's just going to really melt their armor and just really help me do more damage. There he gets his stun up again. I'm going to get in there and start to spin immediately. Udyr's going to die really, really fast like he's a really squishy carry. We're going to keep fighting. I get feared by that box. I'm going to come down here and see if they need help with a Moo. They don't. We're going to move back in and see if we can't pick up Brand. We're not going to, or no, we do. Ashe does. I'm going to move down towards Shaco, but he's going to disappear and put a trap in that bush. And we're not going to be able to get to him, but he is going to show his face in a second, and Vigor's just going to blow him up right here. Boom. So that was nice. Luckily, our Vigor's having a fantastic game, and I'm having a pretty good game too right now. I don't know what am I right now? I'm like 7, 1, and 10, I think, right now. Getting lots of assists. You always get lots of assists with Wukong because of your ultimate, especially if you can just hit everybody with it, and then you're just picking up assists that way, which is always nice. You get all that free gold. Last time I went back, I did finally pick up a Vampiric Scepter. Start to get some lifesteal, so I have a little bit more sustain, whether I'm farming in lane or picking up damage or just in the middle of a team fight. That's going to be nice to have. I'm doing plenty of damage to make it a viable item to get plenty of lifesteal off of, so I'm just going to hold on to that for now, and I'll probably be building that into a Blood Thirster. Going to be another good item, just good for all that lifesteal and all that extra attack damage as well. So I'm going to be working on my way to that. I'm pretty close to a BF sword to continue that build, but a little bit off. Here I'm just trying to stay by my team and see where they're all going. I don't want them to get all too separated, so I'm kind of trying to stay in the middle of all of them. Here they're moving in a Vigor. He's going to get stunned by a Mumu. He's going to throw his stun up in a second after I get my ult off, so they're all just sitting in it. I am going to be taking a lot of damage in the middle of this fight off of Brand's ult and because of Kog'Maw and a Mumu. Luckily, I do move in, I do pick up another assist, and I do pick up a kill on Kog'Maw, but Kog'Maw is going to be able to get me with his passive, and I will die. It's only my second death, so not too bad. I think, now I'm 8, 2, and 12 or something now, which isn't bad. My team's going to be able to push here because most of them are dead, and we do pick up that middle tower. They also do pick up Dragon again. I did pick up the BF sword to continue my build towards the Blood Thirster, so I'm going to continue to do that. I decided to go top and push back this top lane and farm a little bit and pick up these guys up top. I'm going to now move in bottom, or more like mid lane, because they're fighting, and Shen does die there because he kind of gets caught out there. Ash arrows. We're not going to really be able to do too much right now. We're a little split up. I'm only at health, but we're going to move in because Nocturne ults on to Kog'Maw, gets rid of him. We catch Udyr out open by himself. Amumu moves in, but he doesn't have much health, so we're going to pick up another kill on him, and then Brand's going to die. And Shaco is just going to melt to me. He just almost immediately died after I used my Q. So just kind of see all the damage that can do if you put a little bit of attack damage on it. So I did finish off my Bloodthirster now since I did get a handful of assists in that last fight and a kill. And then I'll be heading out. Ashe is pushing mid with Vigor. They just picked up the turret into their base. I don't think they're going to be able to get the inhibitor in time, but that's okay. We did. Oh, no, they did. I lied. They picked up the inhibitor. So they'll be able to do that. I'm just going to keep farming up my Bloodthirster now so I get all that added attack damage and all of that fun stuff. So that, for the most part, is kind of the core part of the build. Obviously, late game, I'm going to be selling the... well, here's another fun part where Shaco dies immediately because he's just melting to my moves. So he dies there again, so I pick up another kill. And we're going to kind of chase, see if we can get this Amumu. He's kind of caught out. He's going to get stunned. I'm going to move in here, too, and try to help. And I'm going to hit him in with that regeneration, or reduction to his armor because of my crushing blow. It's going to help everybody else kill him, too. We're going to move in on Kog'Maw since he's exhausted. He's going to die really fast. I just hit him once with a crushing blow. Udyr's going to die as well. Vigor's just gone legendary, and they're just going to have to call this quits. They're just getting pushed too hard, and we're doing too much damage. I don't think they were expecting Wukong to do as much damage. I think they probably thought I was going to tank a little bit, but I'm not. And that's going to be them surrendering, so that's going to be game for the most part. I will list the rest of the build in the description. If you have any questions, just ask, and if you want to sub, like, and tell your friends, that's awesome as well. If you're interested in other build videos that I do have a build of Ari on top and a build of Nasus on the bottom. Go ahead and check those out, guys, and thanks for watching.